Have you ever looked at an everyday object and wondered if it has a hidden purpose? Like, it's been staring you in the face your whole life, but you never really knew what it was about? Today, we're diving into the surprising secrets behind common items that you might not know. We're gonna uncover the why behind those little details that seem insignificant but actually have fascinating backstories. Get ready to be surprised because some of these revelations might just blow your mind. Alright, let's kick things off with something I bet you've seen a million times, those tiny holes in pen caps. Ever wondered why they're there? I mean, wouldn't it make more sense for the cap to be completely sealed? Well, as it turns out, those little holes are there to save lives. You see, pen caps are one of the most common objects that kids accidentally swallow, and if a cap gets lodged in their airway, it can be really dangerous. But those tiny holes? They allow air to pass through, preventing a complete blockage and giving someone time to get help. It's a small design feature that makes a huge difference. So, yeah, next time you see a pen cap, give a little nod to the engineers who thought of everything. Okay, next up, we're tackling a fashion mystery, that loop you often find on the back of shirts. You know the one, right at the base of the yoke? Ever tried to hang a picture with it? Just kidding. But seriously, what's the deal with that loop? Well, this one takes us back to the hallowed halls of the Ivy League. Back in the day, Ivy League students were all about looking sharp, and they needed a way to hang their shirts in their dorm rooms without wrinkling them. Hence, the loop was born. It was the perfect solution for keeping their collars crisp and their style on point. And guess what? It caught on. The loop became a standard feature on shirts, even for us non-Ivy Leaguers. So there you have it, a little piece of collegiate history hanging right there on your back. Alright, let's talk about new clothes. You know that little baggie they come with, the one with extra buttons and a scrap of fabric? Most people think it's for patching up holes, but that's only part of the story. That little swatch of fabric is actually a test subject. It's meant for you to try out different detergents and stain removers on. See, different fabrics react differently to chemicals, so this little guy lets you experiment before you unleash a cleaning frenzy on your brand new outfit. It's like a crash test dummy for your clothes, taking one for the team to ensure your fashion game stays strong. So next time you're tempted to toss it out, remember, that little fabric square could save your favorite shirt from a laundry disaster. Alright, let's talk headwear, specifically beanies. Those cozy, knitted caps that keep our ears warm in the winter. But have you ever noticed that little ball on top, the pom-pom? It's not just for decoration, my friends. This little puff ball has a surprisingly practical past. Believe it or not, pom-poms on hats can be traced back to sailors. Back in the day, ships were pretty cramped below deck, with low ceilings and exposed beams. Sailors, in their constant movement, would often bump their heads. So they started adding pom-poms to their hats to cushion the blow. It was a simple but effective way to prevent head injuries. And just like that, a fashion trend was born. Let's head to the kitchen for this next one. We're talking about pasta spoons, those big spoons with the weird hole in the middle. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's for draining the water, right? Well, yes and no. While that hole does help with draining, it actually has another, more precise purpose. That hole is a spaghetti measurer. That's right, the amount of dry spaghetti that fits through that hole is a single serving. It's a built-in portion control system disguised as a simple design feature. So next time you're cooking pasta, ditch the measuring cups and let your spoon do the work. Okay, this next one is a bit of a pet peeve of mine. We're talking about that drawer underneath your oven. You know the one, it seems like a great place to store pots and pans, right? Well, I hate to break it to you, but you're using it wrong. That drawer isn't meant for storage at all. It's actually a warming drawer. It's designed to keep food warm after it's been cooked, like a little oven sauna for your culinary creations. So, if you've been stashing your baking sheets down there, it's time to find a new home for them and let that drawer live up to its full potential. Alright drivers, this one's for you. Have you ever pulled up to a gas station, completely forgetting which side your gas tank is on? It's a universal struggle, but luckily, your car has a secret weapon to help you out. That little arrow next to the gas gauge? It's not just a random design element. It actually points to the side of the car where your gas cap is located. No more awkward maneuvering around the pump, just a quick glance at your dashboard, and you're good to go. It's a small detail that can save you a lot of time and frustration. Let's talk oral hygiene, specifically, toothpaste tubes. You know those little colored squares on the end of the tube? Green, blue, red, black. For years there's been a rumor going around that these colors indicate the ingredients in your toothpaste. Green for natural, blue for medicinal, red for natural with chemical additives, and black for pure chemicals. Sounds kinda scary, right? Well, I'm here to tell you, it's completely false. Those colored squares have nothing to do with the ingredients in your toothpaste. They're actually called eye marks, and they're used in the manufacturing process to tell the machines where to cut and fold the packaging. So rest assured, your toothpaste is safe, regardless of the color on the end of the tube. Calling all keyboard warriors? Ever wondered why the F and J keys on your keyboard have those little bumps on them? No, they're not braille for the tech savvy. Those bumps are there to help you type faster and more accurately. They're called home row bumps, and they act as tactile guides for your index fingers. See, in the typing world, there's something called home row, which is where your fingers rest when you're not typing. The bumps on the F and J keys allow you to find home row without looking, so you can keep your eyes on the screen and your fingers flying across the keyboard. It's a subtle design feature that makes a world of difference for touch typists. Finally, let's talk denim. Specifically that tiny pocket on your jeans. You know the one, it's almost too small to be useful. But don't be fooled by its size. This little pocket has a long and storied history. It's actually called a watch pocket, and it dates back to the days of pocket watches. Back then, cowboys and miners needed a safe and secure place to keep their timepieces. And this little pocket was the perfect solution. It kept their watches safe from dust, dirt, and accidental drops. Today, pocket watches may be a thing of the past, but the watch pocket lives on. A denim time capsule reminding us of a bygone era. So there you have it, the secret lives of everyday objects revealed. Which one surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you know of any other items with hidden purposes, share the knowledge. Keep exploring the hidden aspects of the world around you and stay curious.